and I got this. You always gotta be careful of cars pulling up in front of your house. Oh my gosh, if they're pulling up in front of my house right now I have to dig around for a mask if I'm gonna address people. Like, respect my self-care, sit down. Hi. So, we're gonna do things a little different today. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling pretty shitty the past few months, and I feel like a self-care type of situation is in order because it's been rough, sis. So what I'm just gonna do is talk to you guys. I haven't even properly introduced myself on this channel, so this would also be like an introduction type of video, also for you to get to know a few things about me if you'd like. I will also be painting my nails, so that fits in with the self-care thing. So I got my tea, I got some comfy clothes on. Oh, don't make my feet. If you would like to join me, feel free to join me, because we've had a hard time for a long time, and I feel like every once in a while, even if it's just once a month, but that's pushing it, at least maybe once a week, that you should just stop and take stock and just give yourself a little break, a little mental breather. So that's what this is. So if you guys would like to join me, get yourself a cup of tea, put on some comfy clothes, and let's talk. There are some things I actually want to talk about too, so let's get into that. I don't know where I'm gonna put it now though, because my dress is so far away. It's probably gonna get cold because I'm gonna completely forget that it's there, and yeah, so alas. I also, what is a self-care type of moment? What should we call this? A self-care sit down. Yes, that's what we'll call it. A self-care sit down. And I think I'm gonna make a regular occurrence of this. Maybe once a month I'll post a video like this where I just give you a few rants, maybe do something crafty, or I might do a face mask, might do some makeup. If I grow the balls one day, I'll probably do a tutorial of sorts if you guys would like. Yeah, so what is a staple when you're having a self-care sit down? Candles. Candles are a staple in any kind of self-care session. I don't know, people have self-care days, people have self-care vacays, but for us in our self-care sit down, we will light a candle, you know, just to give us some ambiance. This is a candle that I got at Mr. Price Home. Yeah, and I got this. Always gotta be careful of cars pulling up in front of your house. Respect my self-care, sit down. Anyway, so this is a candle I got. The scent is sandalwood fragranced candle. 30-hour burn time. So it can burn for 30 hours. But I read on here that it says that you shouldn't leave it burning for more than 2 hours. So, oh, like all the hours all together. Okay, so yes, we're just gonna light this. To be honest, I have like candles that I light in that little thing. I have some lavender scented oil in the fluty pot, and then the tea candle, because that's what they call it apparently. The little ones are called tea candles. I think, what can we remove? I think we can do without the sunshine turn for a little bit. Okay, and we're just gonna light it. Do you take the plastic off? My mom, I asked, and she said no. Why would they put those little stamp things, freaky things at the bottom if it's not, you know, if it can't stand on the plastic? Oh, I was gonna touch it. I used to be so scared of lighting candles myself because I'm not a klutz, but I'm not exactly Wonder Woman with my hands. I don't have the skills. Like that. What's that meme that goes like... Should I put it on a it on a thing. Put it on a coaster. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, I'm gonna paint my nails. So, let's get started with that. I'm gonna paint them silver. You know, matches my outfit. I want to talk about is I'm just checking on it. What I want to talk about is, I don't know if I can just like say it. I don't want to trigger anyone, but like I just want to talk about anxiety. Like I said, I'm sure we're all feeling some type of way during this time. I mean, it sucks, but this pandemic has been a bit of a sitch. We're all experiencing some form of anxiety or like some kind of anguish in whatever way. But for me personally, I didn't even realize, or I didn't know, I wasn't aware of my anxiety. Like, I didn't know that it could get to this level. The past few weeks have just been a freaking nightmare. I'm not even exaggerating. It's been one of those things where I've either been sleeping too much or sleeping too little, or I've been depressed, or I've been super like manic, I almost want to say, with like doing things. Like I'll get a burst of energy and I'll finish a whole assignment, and then I'll need to ask for an extension on like a small little assignment. It's like my moods have been fluctuating, and that's all fine and well. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people, but the physical symptoms of anxiety I was not prepared for. So anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that yes, I understand now what it is like to have anxiety. I've watched a few things like Ashley, internet mom, Ippolito. I'm not really sure how to say her last name. I'll link the video in the description, but I watched a video of hers where she was explaining how to deal with anxiety, and one of the first things she said was there's no cure. It's something that you have to deal with. You have to find a way through it yourself. The even trickier part is that not everything works for everyone. The same things don't work for everyone. So breathing exercises and meditating and yoga might work for me, but it might not work for the next person. For them it might be journaling. I've been doing a lot of breathing exercises. Like I said, I've been sleeping too much, but I'm starting to listen to my body more, in the sense that it's not that I'm sleeping too much, it's that my body just doesn't know how to cope when it's awake, so it just wants to sleep all the time. And that's cool, because like you need your rest. Your body knows when you need to rest, and you should do that. But also I've regulated my sleeping patterns, because sometimes I'll stay awake the whole night and then I'll just be up for the whole of the next day, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? And like, bitch, you don't sleep. That's why. So I've regulated my sleeping patterns, but I've also allowed myself to sleep for as long as I need to get my body back to where it needs to be. A lot of people will be like, oh, you can't be sleeping for so long. Sleep fixes a lot of things. Sleep can make you feel so much better. So if you need to sleep, because it helps. What I've also been doing is I've been watching a lot, like I watch things to distract myself. On YouTube a lot. I have access to Netflix, but I haven't watched it in months, because again, another thing is I can't focus on things for too long. I can't follow a storyline for too long. Like, I have so many books in my bookshelf that I haven't read yet, but I can't see myself sitting down with them, because a lot of the times I'm too jacked to read anything. So what I do is I watch YouTube videos. I watch a lot of like funny YouTube videos. I watch a lot of commentary videos. I've also gotten into podcasts. I've been listening to the Morbid podcast. true crime. I'm a huge true crime fan. So that's actually the only podcast I've really been listening to. Oh, I listen to Very Really Good by Curtis Conner as well, but that's only like in the background because I've noticed with Morbid, because it's like a story, like they're telling a story, mostly I have to pay attention. But if I have like Very Really Good or Tiny Meat Gang on in the background, it's more of like I can just, filter it out, and it's just comforting to hear people in the background. Like when I was on campus in my room, while I was working or doing assignments, I'd listen to the Tiny Meat Gang podcast. Yeah, it's cool. That's what I've been doing. Oh, I've also been watching a lot of British humor videos. Like, I don't know what it is about British humor, but it's just like, it's so sarcastic and so self-deprecating and just so, there's just something about it that I love it. I watch Taskmaster, Would I Lie to You, those types of things, like Lee Mack, David Mitchell, James I always say McAllister, and it's not McAllister, it's McAster, something like that, but James McItz. I've been watching a lot of his content, a lot, like Mrs. Brown. Okay, but she's not British, she's Irish. Mrs. Brown's Boys. I watch a lot of their stuff, and it makes me feel better for some reason, although it's very cynical points of view on a lot of things, especially like on Would I Lie to You, David Mitchell. He's very cynical, but there's just something about the way he addresses things or speaks about things that, just something about it that I relate to. And I noticed that I watch more of it when I'm miserable, which might seem counterproductive, but I don't know, it's just something about me being in like a really sad, annoyed, irritable state, and then watching videos of someone else being even more cynical and being even more irritable or being even more miserable, that just makes me feel better. Misery loves company. So yeah, so that's what I've been binging on YouTube. What else have I been watching? Can't really think of anything right now. Like I said, I went to Mr. Price home with my mom. Our house is kind of under construction. What my mom is doing at the moment, everything was put on hold because of the pandemic, and people can't be coming over all the time. So, but what my mom still does is she goes around to like home furnishing places, and we look at things, just net in geval. We just like look at things that we would get once everything's done to decorate the areas. So that's where I've been getting a lot of the stuff in my room. I don't know if you can see these stuff. Like I've been getting little knickknacks and stuff. Oh, the shelves my dad put in for me. Don't you love them? Daddy put in last night the hooks for all my shit to hang on. If I don't have hooks in my room somewhere, I will have an empty chair where everything will go. And that just looks ugly. At least this looks kind of cute. Buying things, I don't know, for me personally, it makes me feel really good. There's something about it that just, excites me by getting new things. Like I got the candle and I was like, I'm so excited to light it, but I thought, let me light it with you guys. And that even lengthened the excitement period, because when you buy something and then once you have it, you're like, oh wait, and then like the excitement, the novelty wears off. So with a candle, I made sure the novelty didn't wear off, because I was like, oh, I'll save it for the next time I do a video. Do I smell it? I don't know. Probably is. I'll leave my room later on and I'll come back to see if it smells the same. Yes, buying little things, it makes your heart happy, and it doesn't even have to be like expensive things. My mom and I went to the thrift store the other day, Saturday, to this place in Observatory, Lower Main Road. There's this, because I've been seeing them on Instagram and they're really cute. I don't even know if they are thrift store per se. It's just they have vintage things. It's called Bang Bang Vintage Market. So I think some of their stuff was secondhand, but there were a lot of things in there that are in really good condition, like out of the box looking stuff, that were also priced like they were fresh out the box. So I'm assuming that not everything there is thrifted or secondhand, but the vast amount of it is like thrift store stuff that you can see that people handed in. But it's really good stuff, like really nice. And the reason we went was because they had like a 4-day sale from, I think, from Wednesday up until Saturday, and we went on the last day, so there wasn't that many people. Or when we left, a lot of people came in. Yeah, and I got myself like a really cute skirts, 2 skirts, and a really cute t-shirt, because like I'm always looking for oversized t-shirts, but for some reason, first of all, they're always in the guys area, and they're always so expensive, and it's like, this t-shirt just says one freaking word on it for 400 rand. Are you nuts? I can make that myself. Which is another thing that I want to get to. I'll get there when I get there. Yeah, so buying things can also make your day, can make you feel better. Just don't go overboard, because once you look at your bank account and it's empty, you're gonna feel even shittier. Also, another thing, if you don't want to spend money, what I would suggest is like finding things around your house to decorate your room with. That's what I've been doing. You see the little tea light holder? I found that in our garage, backroom, storeroom. Because when I got the 3 shelves, my dad put the 3 shelves in, I was like, oh, I need to decorate it with like cute little things. So I got that and I put it in. I was like, oh my word, it's gonna look so cute next to Horton. By the way, guys, that's Horton. Can you guess which movie I'm gonna do a commentary on next? Horton, my mom got for me. What I also wanted to show you was like this little plant thing. The plant in it I bought from Mr. Price Home, like when I bought the candle. But the holder that it's in has always been lying around our house, and no one really knew what to do with it. So I took it and I put the plant in it, and now it's so cute up there. And that little crate, I have it. Wait, let me actually take it down because it's actually really cute. I want you guys to see it. So this is the little holder. It's like a little lantern thing. It's so cute. And then I just bought the little plant inside. It's plastic. I'm not responsible enough to be an actual plant mom. I'm a plant mom of plastic plants for now. But I do want to get real plants, but I feel like it's a very big commitment and I'm not ready for that yet, so I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah, so I got the little plant and then I just put it in this little canister that I found around the house. This little crate that I also found around the house. This little book that I also found around the house, which is an actual book, by the way. It's an actual book, like there's actual words in it and you can actually read it. And I should probably get around to reading it, but it's a bit of a... What's a book I never got around to finish reading? Not Arabian Nights? 1,000 Suns? Something about 1,000 Suns, but I never got around to finishing it, and I feel so bad that I didn't, but I will one day. And then this, like my dad got this, one for my sister and one for me. It's like a little wooden box you can put your jewelry and stuff in. That he got for us. It would always be on my desk and I was like, oh, but I feel like it needs a cuter place because it's such a cute little, neat little box. Oh, and this painting up here is a painting that my sister did. I don't know if it's a replica of an actual painting, but she drew it and painted it herself. And it would always be lying around and she would always be like, oh, you can throw it away. And I'm like, no, it would look so cute as a centerpiece for my floating shelves. I think it's very important to decorate your room. Not necessarily go overboard if that's not your style. Like, you don't have to hang fairy lights or LED lights and stuff if that's not your thing. But your room is your sanctuary and it should be somewhere that you want to go, somewhere that you like to and prefer to retreat to. You can do what you want with it. You can make it look the way you want it to look. Or whatever. I feel like this is taking really long. We're halfway and they still not dry. But I mean, this is basically what they'll look like. Maybe just a little more pigmented or a little sharper with another coat. This is 2 coats. So they'll all look like this. So yeah, I'll just do that and I'll put a clear coat over it. See? Forgot about my tea. Anyway, guys, I don't know how exciting or nice this video was. I just wanted to make it because watching other people's videos like Ashley's or like Kenny JD does a few videos like this or so where they talk about what they're going through, or they just like, you know, speak to you one-on-one. I find those very therapeutic, and I thought maybe it's something I like to watch, so why not create it? And this was fun. I mean, I like talking. I love the sound of my own voice. Bottom line that I think I wanted to make clear was that don't be too hard on yourself. I've been really beating myself up about the smallest things for the past few months. It's okay not to be okay, especially in times like these. Everyone's adjusting, everyone's acclimatizing, and you shouldn't feel bad if you're struggling. We all are. You get it and you know it, but like it's hard to believe it unless you hear it from other people. So I just wanted to add my voice in to let you know that you're not alone. If you're suckling, we all are. And I'm not saying we all are like, get over it. I'm saying that to comfort you. Like, everyone is struggling. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Everyone deals with things in different ways. So whatever it is that you need to do to feel okay or to feel secure or to feel good, do it. Take it easy. Sleep all day if you need to. Have a good time. Take a moment for yourself. Take a breather. Read a book. Paint something. Paint your nails, you know. Talk to somebody. You don't need to be buying things. You don't need to do yoga. But it doesn't have to be these prescribed things. Like, whatever makes you feel good, do it. This is the time to be doing it. You can be working yourself to the bone, trying to get it together during this pandemic, but please understand that not everyone is doing that, and you don't have to be doing that. Things may be bad now, but they can't always be bad, just like they can't always be good. Regression to the mean. Things cannot always be good, but they cannot always be bad either. So that's kind of just what I wanted to say, and that's the point of these little one-on-one convos, just to check in with you guys and for you guys to check in with me. That's basically just what I wanted to say. If you liked this video and you would like to see more like it, like this video, and comment, subscribe, no matter what kind of comment, because all feedback is good feedback. And I'll see you when I see you.